Hello, welcome to Latest Wealth, the market guide. This program is about mind, money, and market. I am Kailash, I'm an entrepreneur and wealth coach. I help the business people how they can invest money in the stock market. My dear friends, today's topic is why the retailer investors lose money in the stock market. In earlier part, we have discussed why retailer investors lose money in the stock market. We discussed some 2 points, and in this part we are going to discuss some other points. Actually, there's a point number 3 is why retail investors are newcomers or the beginners, why they lose the money in stock market. The point number 3 is the words, what you hear. Yes, words will make you lose. Yes, my friends, let me tell you. Generally, whenever you go for any brokerage firm or when any stock market broker, they'll say investment is risky and you have to take careful. At the time, what will happen? You take, risk means what is there? Because almost for 10-15 years, everybody was saying you have to take risk, you have to take risk, you have to take risk. Then mind has been conditioned, what is the big thing in taking risk? I will take the risk. And some of the people crack the jokes. Getting marriage itself is a big risk. Living in India itself is a big risk. Then you start thinking, okay, risk means you take casually. Please, my friends, in the stock market, don't take the things casually. You need to be very sincere. I'm not saying to be serious. Don't be serious, but be sincere. You may be wondering, what's the big deal in Kailash? What is the thing saying risk? I say, instead of saying risk, if somebody says to you, you may lose money in stock market, what will happen? You will become more conscious or you will start unaware. Yes, naturally you will be more conscious. That's what I want to tell you, my friends. I am not discouraging you. I want to be more conscious. Most of the people, they are not conscious in the stock market. That's why they are losing the money. How the consciousness will help? By changing the words. For example, you come to Hyderabad. When you are driving, when you are entering into some old city, if some of your friends says, hey, be careful, here people, they don't follow any traffic rules. And even if you hit with somebody, they'll start come and fighting with you. Then what will happen? You'll become more conscious in driving, right? Same the way. Imagine you are gone to Delhi. Some of your friends say, hey, be careful. Here in the city bus and all, some pickpocketers will be there. Then what will happen? In your city, you may be a little bit careless, but when you go to Delhi, you will become more careful. Sorry, I'm not pointing out Delhi, I'm giving an example. Then you will become more conscious. Yes, that's what. Then when you are more conscious, tell me, anybody can take your purse from your pocket? Nobody, because you are more alert and conscious. That's what I'm saying. The words will change the mind thinking. Yes, my friends. Actually, when you are saying investment is risky, it is actually in the bottom of the mind. On top of the mind, okay, I can take risk, I can take risk. I say, bring into top of the mind, go, I may lose the money. I'm not discouraging. Instead of that, what you can do is, how can I protect the money? That's what when I met one successful investor in my life, he said, always I'll be thinking, how can I protect the money? Let me remind you once again Warren Buffett words. First is rule number 1, don't lose the money. Rule number 2, remember the rule number 1. So keep in your mind. So keep changing the words. Here I want to share some very interesting things, my friends. As a psychologist, I am unable to control my temptation. I want to tell you something. What is the power of your words? Let me tell you. Yes, my friends, entire your life depends on your words only. What are the words you are using? That's what in long time of India also in scriptures they said, Yad bhavam tad bhavati, or Yada matihi tada gatihi. Let me give the explanation about this one, so that especially this psychology also helps you to make money in stock market, so that it will avoid a lot of risks. Simple funda. Change the word, change the mind. Yes. For example, in one of the books, Anthony Robbins, one of the world's leading motivational trainer, he has given in one of the books, if you want you can refer that book, he said doubt is a negative word. Yes, correct. When you say it, I'm having a doubt, mind will go into blank. Instead of that, you start asking question. It will create curiosity. See the difference between doubt and question? Looks like a same, but doubt is a negative word, question is a positive word. Same the way, when the people are saying, when the work completed, they say, work is finished, work is finished. But I say to my students, never say that work is finished. The work is actually completed. People argue with me, sir, what is the difference between finish and complete? What will make difference? Yes, but lot of difference is there for your mind. See, you may say finish means completed. I say use the word complete. Let me give you so that you can understand better. See, he is a complete man. He is finished. Means he has finished. Finish means cut. Same the way, instead of finish, start using completed. See that he is a complete man. Now which image you are getting into your mind? If I say he is a finished man, what image you will get? Same the way, don't say problem. Problem is a negative word. And don't say that stock market is a problem. Relationship is a problem. Money making is a problem. Instead of that, use the word, instead of problem, start using the word challenge. Challenge gives the energy. Problems which disempowers you. Challenge word which empowers you. Now let me ask you, so like, some of my classrooms ask my students, you can also go and ask your family members or friends, are you ready for problem? They say no. Ask them, are you ready for challenge? What they'll say? They say yes. That's what, my friends, when you change the words, mind perception also changes. Yes, my dear friends, if you want to avoid the losses, first start changing your words. Yes, when the people saying risky, say in the mind, I may lose money. Then you may be arguing, Kailash, losing money is also a negative word now. Yes, what you can do is, instead of that, start using the word, how can I avoid the losses in stock market? Or how can I make profits from stock market? Keep on thinking and keep on working on that one. Yes, my friends, if you change your words, your life will change. How? Let me give one example. See, somebody said long time back, your habits are nothing but your life. Yes, your habits are nothing but your life. You can predict any person's future by seeing the present habits. Let me give you. For example, one person is daily smoking the cigarettes. His habit is smoking the cigarettes. Now what will be his future? You can obviously say that he will get lung cancer. Suppose one person daily he is taking the alcoholic drinks. What will be his future? No doubt his liver is going to damage. That means the habits will show you your future. Yes, my friends, please remember, your life is nothing but your habits. If you want to change your habits, change your actions. Yes, if you want to change your habits, change your actions. And whatever you are doing, the actions on regular day-to-day life, they will form like your habits. And if you want to change any habit, just practice for 21 days, your new habit will start cultivating in your life. Now, see, first is life. If you want to change the life, you have to change the habits. If you want to change the habits, you have to change your actions. If you want to change your actions, you have to change your thoughts. Because whatever you are thinking, that actions only you are taking in your life. So, start changing the thoughts. If you want to change your thoughts, first start changing your words. Whatever the words you are using, start changing. One good news, words are free of cost. So start changing the words, and instead of saying stock market is risky, start saying to your mind, I may lose the money, how can I protect the money? Yes. My dear friends, why retailer investors lose money in stock market? The point number 4 is, most of the beginners, they come and enter into stock market with the 2 points. One is they want to get regular income. Second is they want in consistency income. Please, my friend, always remember, it is not an organized investment. Whereas if you go into traditional investments like a recurring deposit, fixed deposit, or monthly income schemes, or PPF, or GPF, or EPF, what will happen? Their results are consistent. Let it be 4%, 5%, or 6%, the results are consistent. Here, stock market is always changing. But people go with the fixed mind, Most of the time people only lose the money in the market. Especially I've seen when employees come into stock market, there are chances that they may lose the money. Whereas entrepreneurs or business people, when they enter into stock market, there are chances that they may make more money. Let me give one example so that you can understand. Suppose you are having some fund. First you invested in one stock called A. You got say 30% returns. Then stock B, you got 40% returns. Then stock C, you may get 25% returns. Then stock D, you may get only 10% results. Whereas stock E, you may get 60 to 70% returns. Whereas next stock, say stock F, you may lose the money. In stock G, you may lose the money, almost 70% of money you may lose. Because exactly nobody can 100% predict. But you can go with the probability. But most of the people, they want to get consistent, same type of returns in every stock. Of course, on an average, you may get more returns. But if you pick for one stock, and what will happen? Say, suppose you lose 10% in one particular stock. Once again, retail investors, what do they do? Oh, in this particular stock, I lost 10% of money. Let me take once again the same stock when it is going into bottom. Once again, their purchase, they want to beat the market. Please remember, always market is king. There's a most retail investor, they do the mistake. It is not a consistent results. Please, stock market will never give you consistent returns. It will always flexible. But one thing, once you learn the game, you can start minting money like anything. Now let us go to what is the next point. The fifth point, why retailer investors lose money in the stock market is, especially when the newcomers enter into the market, they will start gaining some little bit knowledge from the newspapers, they start reading the books, and they start asking friends, some of the people, and they start watching the TV, and simply they follow the tips from the TV. They follow the tips from friends. They follow the tips from some relatives. Here somebody says some XYZ stock is very good because they have purchased, that's what I am purchasing. My dear friends, okay, your friend may be successful in the stock market, I do agree. But when he has purchased that particular stock, what analysis he might have made, you don't know. What is his strategy? You don't know. What is his financial position? You don't know. What is his risk tolerance? You don't know. Simply, since he has purchased, if you purchase, and when he is making the profit, he don't say that I am going to sell. He may get out from the market, but you will caught up in the market. That's what a lot of people, they go into trap. And especially when nowadays lot of TV channels, lot of papers, one person will start saying this stock is going to be today is 100 rupees, within 3 months it may go into 150 rupees. Just you listen and start purchasing. Please don't go by the tips. I am not saying all the tips are wrong. If somebody is giving the tip of so and so stock market, you have to have some checklist, some parameters. Cross check with that one. If it is satisfying with your parameters, then invest. But unfortunately, most of the people, they don't give much time and energy in analyzing the stock market. That's why they lose the money in stock market. Now let us go to next point, why the retailer investors, they lose money in the stock market. You may fail. Yeah, this reason. See, earlier, if you go through all episode, this point is combination of all points. My dear friends, sometimes what will happen, you do a lot of analysis, lot of research, your calculation may be absolutely perfectly correct. In spite of doing all the calculations, in spite of doing all the analysis, sometimes you may fail. And not only for new investors, not only for the beginners, and not only for retailer investor, it has happened for very, very successful investors also. Recently, I was hearing Ramdev Agarwal's, who is the founder of Motilal Oswal. He himself said that in one particular stock trade, he lost almost 40 crore rupees. 40 crore rupees he lost. He said, it's part of the game. Yes, my friends, it's a part of the game. And why? Generally what happens when the retailer investors, they lose the money, it's okay, accept it. Because in the stock market, if you pick 10 stocks, there are chances that 1 or 2 stocks you may lose the money. But unfortunately what happens, retailer investors, as soon as they take the loss, they don't want to accept the responsibility. The ego will start hurting. They want to start fighting with the market. My dear friends, please remember, market is always correct. Even though you are correct with your calculation, accept that market is correct. Because already you are put into loss. Accept it. Just keep your ego outside. It is not an emotional game. Why most of the people they lose in the market is they become more emotional. Because it is your hard-earned money. Instead of that, start learning, relearn, and start applying new technique and start getting money back from the stock market. See, it happens everywhere. Like if you see Sachin Tendulkar, once upon a time a great batsman, he made a lot of double centuries, but the same person, number of times he duck out in the matches. He didn't give up. You will see any movie stars also, a lot of movie stars. Like if you see Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan or Amir Khan, they have also acted in a lot of failure films. As Jack Ma, the China's richest person, the founder of Alibaba, he said once, until you give up, you still have a chance. Yes, my friends, please remember, until you give up, you still have a chance. So once again, relearn and start doing with, even with the 500 rupees also, you can start investing in stock market. Once again, you can bounce back. I heard n number of stories. Just with the 1,000 rupees, some people made 100 crores fortune in the stock market. Here, what will happen? Your experience will start counting. Whereas in other places, experience counts or not, I don't know, but in the stock market, your experience always counts. And with this, let me complete with one favorite things. My friends, good judgment comes with experience. Yes, good judgment comes with experience. And experience comes with bad judgment. Let me repeat. Good judgment comes with experience. You know, the experience comes with bad judgment only. Yes, if you don't know, do bad judgment, how you will come to know the experience? Please learn from the experience and start doing. But unfortunately, most of the stock market investors, especially retailer investors and beginners, when they lose the money, they lose the hope and they start quitting the stock market and they start giving bad name about stock market. My friends, the stock market is a wonderful thing. Stock market is also like a competitive exam. If you prepare well, then there are more chances you can get through that particular exam. You can become a topper, right? Always you will be saying your children to prepare well, prepare well. Suppose your child fails in one exam, what you do? You may shout 1 or 2 times, then afterwards you say, no, stop studying. No, na. Suppose she fails in unit test, you will make her to prepare well for next forthcoming exams. Same the way you start preparing. Hope you got wonderful information from this video. My dear friends, I want to educate most of the retailer investors. That's why we have been conducting this type of program. Hope you got wonderful information from this video. My dear friends, I want to educate most of the retailer investors. That's why we have been conducting this type of program. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Till we meet again. Enjoy every bit of life. Have a nice day and bye-bye.